So, what do I want to talk about today is, yeah, I know I said I was going to do body and soul, but, sometimes I wasn't feeling it. I want to get away from the D flat for now, but I want to talk about scatting. So a lot of you were, you obviously listen to players like Errol Gardner, Oscar Peterson, Bud Powell. My God, Bud Powell probably be the forefront of ringleaders for scatting while improvising. And then, of course, modern day players like such as Chick Corea and definitely Keith Jarrett. Uh, I don't know. Like, there's different theories on it. Sometimes people I know that. Earl Father Hines used to do it a lot, of course. But there are different schools on why people do this. Some people think they're actually trying to sing their solos, like melodically, and I think that's very true because I find myself sometimes, catching myself doing that. But what I've tried to work on actually is less than melodic. It's actually more rhythmic. So I'm thinking of rhythm. I'm thinking more of being a drummer in my voice when I'm going bop doo doo bop 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 doo ba da beep doo bop beep doo. And it's so funny because everything I tend to go like beep bop doo bop. I don't know. A lot of you may not know this, but before Oscar Peterson, when I was a kid, I mean, one of the first influences which my dad exposed me to, because my dad's a jazz guitarist, if some of you don't know that. So that's how I started at a very young age. It wasn't really, yes, Oscar was the very first jazz piano player, but even before Oscar, Jimmy Smith, the organ player, the jazz blues organ player, was my first keyboard influence, I think, in the jazz realm. But even before that, it was actually Dizzy Gillespie. And I don't think a lot of people know this. So, that would be my very, very first jazz influence because that's what my dad played a lot. Dizzy Gillespie. And what a great way to start because as much as I love Bird, because I absolutely love Bird. Like, I lift tons of Bird, and I try to lift Dizzy Gillespie, but my God, it is so hard. Sometimes I've come to the conclusion, I think he's even said it himself, it's not so much about the notes, it's about the rhythm, and I think Monk has the same attitude. It's about you're looking for rhythm. So when you scat, you're looking for that's my new outlook on doing this the last like 10 odd years now. I've been like really thinking about when I'm scatting rhythm. And I think that's how Dizzy thinks. Dizzy thinks in terms of rhythms. I mean, he's done videos on this. Anyways, that's something to consider. So if I take a song and I'm like playing rhythm changes, that's a good exercise. Trying to actually back yourself up while scatting. It's not easy to do. But anyways, that being said, it's so funny because when you scat, you're gonna mess up your phrasing because you're trying to match your notes to your rhythms, and that's where it gets hard. Now, Barry Harris, of course, is a master of this, and Barry's like I would say second, maybe even third generation bebop. Well, no, he's definitely second generation bebop. But like in terms of inheriting this whole scatting while playing it, I say he's more closer to third generation, and he's listened to the masters like Bud and Earl Father Hines and Diz and them, the guys who actually think rhythmically, and he's got this thing down pat, man. Like his rhythms when Barry's soloing and scatting at the same time, and it's on a different level. So. It's something I'm really trying to get much better at, and I am getting better at it. But I think it's very important because when you stop scatting, because you have to breathe with your mouth as a human being, you got to breathe. That means you have to breathe, but then since you're matching up your playing with your scatting, your music's going to breathe because you're not going to play. So it's going to be like. go back and forth. Scat and back yourself up, and back yourself while playing and scatting. And you can go, like back and forth. Okay, something to consider. We'll do. I'll do some more of that later. Okay, talk to you. Bye.